Hi friends, it's Sarah from rufflesandrainboots.com, and I'm going to be sharing some really fast 4th of July or patriotic gnome and other decor projects. Most of these supplies can be picked up from the Dollar Tree or the craft store, and if you'd like to make them with me, just stick around. As always, please give this video a like so I know you're here crafting. Alright, so I'm going to start out with this cork craft. This is nothing new and you don't need a frame. You can even just build this on the corks themselves or use one of those cork pads from the Dollar Tree. So I just removed the glass backing. I added in a piece of cardstock and then the glass again, and that way I have something nice and textured for my glue to hold on to. So I got out a couple of colors of paint. Again, I had this in my stash. It's an 8x10 Dollar Tree frame. Where it's going is sort of like an Americana style setup. So I painted that frame a little bit of a beige color. I painted 16 red and 8 blue corks and then added on a little star shape to the blue ones. I started with some Gorilla Glue and just attached each cork in the pattern of the US flag. So it's really just inspired. You can absolutely make this a little bit more accurate with the number of stripes and stars. Again, if you're using a free form, that would be easy. But this is really done pretty quickly, and it's a fun little thing to tuck into a bookcase. Another quick craft from the Dollar Tree is this one. So I grabbed some hardcover books, removed the covers, and just painted them white with little gray accent. I then painted some pages red and the others blue. I left the other one what it was. I stamped on stars and stripes, wrapped some twine in 3 colors, and yep, that girl's done too. We're all done. See how quick these are? These are 3 leftover styrofoam balls that I couldn't fit in my styrofoam bin when packing, so I'm going to quickly make some dough bow fillers. I love this ticking stripe material. It's really easy to work with, but any thick cotton will work as well. Just cut about 1/2-inch strips, and it doesn't matter if they go away all the way around your ball or not. You can just build it up. Use a light tip or a small tip glue gun if you are working with the smaller items. You just don't want a whole lot of glue showing through your fabric, so just move it around a little bit. All you're going to do is basically split the entire ball with these strips. That's it, all the way around. And then to clean it up at the end, I just glued down any edges that were sticking up and then trimmed off any really long pieces that had frayed. And then I repeated this with the red and white ticking stripe and the drop cloth. So the Walmart has this ticking stripe fabric, so does Amazon. Everybody has it, so if you can find it even at Hobby Lobby. This is the fastest DIY. I took some pre-made wooden rolling pins from Amazon and some scrap paper and Mod Podged on the middle. That's it. Super fast, don't need a Cricut. All right, so this one's super fun. So I'm using the same supplies that I had from the dough bowls because I had it left over and didn't want to pack it. So I'm using drop cloth, the red and white ticking stripe, and this star fabric from Hobby Lobby. So all I did is I cut off that big thick edge on the drop cloth and then pinned the 2 pieces of fabric together and cut out a rectangle. That's it. Doesn't have to be exact. Again, you can make it more exact, but I didn't. I just eyeball measured a square of the striped fabric and just glued that right on top of my ticking stripe. Super fast, super easy. All right. And then this part to me is a lot easier with a sewing machine, but if you don't have one, don't want to get it out, hot glue these edges. Because you're working with drop cloth, you do need a good portion of hot glue, but just glue about 3 of the sides down. Stuff it with polyfill, where you can use the inside of a pillow or a Dollar Tree stuffed animal, and then just seal that up. That's it. You have a cute little tiered tray pillow. I made a couple of these. I'll show you in the final shot. But I also added a little bit of extra detail because I was doing it on another project. I'm using pinking shears to just add that little rough edge all the way around. See, super cute. And they stand up on their own as well. You can even add polyfill for weight. So you can see here, I made a little pillow of the American flag. I made a star. I made an ice cream cone and a big popsicle stick. Now that's not all going to go together, and that's just for this shot. It's a lot in one. So if you are here from the Gnomes, tomorrow I have a 4th of July compilation video launching of nothing but patriotic gnomes for you to make, all with a hot glue gun. So not too involved at all. All right, so for my last DIY, I have this sign from the dollar spot, a small wood ball, and leftover fabric we've been using, Mongolian fur. So all I did is just sanded off the front of this. That's it. You don't need to paint it. I did chip the edge, so I'm going to have to paint that little chip, but I'm using this scrap of fabric. All you have to do is make a triangle. So I didn't know how big of a triangle I wanted, so I just hemmed this bottom, which looked almost like a gnome hat. This is some quick crafting while I'm supposed to be packing, right? Do y'all ever procrastinate? Let me know in the comments if you are a procrastinator. Is that a word? I hope it's a word. Oh, I should put it on a t-shirt. Okay, so I'm just going to eyeball measure what my triangle hat should look like. So what I'm going to end up doing is putting the very tip together. And so just no stuffing will go in that or anything. Just glue those two pieces together as far down as the top of the block. So again, this is good. You can do a small block, a tall rectangle, whatever you've got. I glued down one corner so I could just anchor that hat in place, and then I eyeball measured my cut of faux fur. Wait till you see this cut. I don't like wasting faux fur, so here you go. I've got a trapezoid of fur here, and it works. And that's what we're gonna go with. I used an X-Acto knife to score the back of the fabric only, and then watch, yank it right off, and it's perfect. So as you can imagine, I'll be gluing that down directly to my little square here. Easy crafts, right? Like, these are the fastest, probably easiest things I've ever made a little 4th of July display. Once I had that down, I split the fur to its fabric backing, added on a little wood bead, and then I'm going to glue down the top of the hat all the way across, taking note of, like a little scrunch over the nose. I'm going to anchor one side completely all the way to the top, add some stuffing, and that gave me a 3D hat. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But I glued it all the way up and across at the top so no stuffing would come out, and then I just glued down the side and bent it over. It also looks really cute if you leave it above the thing. So I fixed my little chippity-doo-dah that I did there, added a teeny tiny heart button, and he's all done. Isn't he the sweetest? That took about, 4 minutes. Well, that's it for me today. What do you think of these ridiculously fast 4th of July crafts? Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. As always, thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe for more crafty fun.